And they're in the gate. And they're off. Bit of a bobble at the start for number 8, Home Run Maker. Nonetheless, he's up with the early pace. Point to Remember has grabbed the lead with Home Run Maker racing in second. And the gray, Lebec on the outside in third. Allured is down at the rail and running in fourth. Vino Rosso is fifth here, about 4.5 off the lead. Right alongside is Variant Perception. Then it's a Capo de Capi, a break of 3 lengths. Back to Latin Quarter and On Patrol. The opening quarter in 23 3/5 seconds. As they head for the far turn, it is Point to Remember and Home Run Maker, and they're heads apart for the lead. And Vino Rosso now making a move on the outside. The favorite is third and continues to gain. Vino Rosso on the outside of Home Run Maker. Point to Remember has that narrow lead. Then it's Variant Perception who's racing in fourth. Lebec is fifth. Farther back, it's Allured in sixth. Then On Patrol in seventh, followed by Latin Quarter. The half went in 47 3/5 seconds. They're in the stretch. Point to Remember, challenged now by Vino Rosso. And Vino Rosso has taken over the lead inside the 8th pole. Vino Rosso clear now by 2. Then Point to Remember and Home Run Maker. Vino Rosso, the curling colt, wins his debut. Point to Remember was second, then Home Run Maker and Allured.
They're all in line and we're ready for the start. They're off in the Wood Memorial. And Enticed comes out strongly outside of Old Time Revival, and these two will go out to the front. And Restoring Hope is right with him, but wide into that turn. Enticed is out there well into the track as well. And then a ground-saving run for Heartful of Stars, who settles into stride fourth on the inside. King Zachary is fifth, then Forense Fire, Vino Rosso. And at the back of the field are Evaluator and Catch 22. So on to the backstretch they go, and Old Time Revival's running off on the lead here. He motored through a 22.96 quarter and heads onto the backstretch all by himself. Old Time Revival's got a 5-length lead. Enticed is letting him do it and sitting in second up the backstretch. Restoring Hope is third to his outside. Heartful of Stars is fourth. And then comes Vino Rosso, King Zachary right behind them. Forense Fire is next. Evaluator and Catch 22, 46.68 was a snappy half mile. And there's a half mile to go, and it is all Old Time Revival with a 7-length lead into the far turn. And then it's Enticed, who's starting to pick up his stride. His second position, he's cut it down to a 4.5-length advantage. And then it's Restoring Hope in third. Vino Rosso is revving it up on the outside as they catch up to Old Time Revival now. And they're going to go right on by as they come to the top of the stretch. Enticed and Vino Rosso turn for home together in the Wood Memorial. It is Vino Rosso in front. Enticed battles him on the inside, and he's coming back with a furlong to run. Oh, what a wood this is. It is Vino Rosso in front. Enticed continues to battle him, but Vino Rosso's getting away. Restoring Hope is third. Vino Rosso, Fantastico, in the Wood Memorial. He won it by 3 over Enticed, and then it was Restoring Hope and Forense Fire in a final time of 1 minute 49.79 seconds.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Vino Rosso away well from the outside. Now Stan the Man moves up along with California Night. Hero's Welcome is right there as they race up the chute. It is California Night with a narrow lead. Hero's Welcome is running in second. In between those two is Stan the Man in third, and Vino Rosso on the extreme outside in fourth. Curlin's Honor rides the rails in fifth. Sunny Ridge is alongside in sixth. Title Ready runs seventh, and Shiver Me Timbers is the trailer in eighth.
after an opening quarter mile in 23 1/5 seconds. And it is long shot California Night with the lead here by 3/4 of a length. Stan the Man in second. Then it's Heroes Welcome 3 wide, and Vino Rosso is 4 wide. Just in behind the front four is Curlin's Honor down at the rail in fifth. Then Sunny Ridge, and on the outside, Title Ready now moves up a spot. Shiver Me Timbers continues to trail the half. Strong, 45 4/5 seconds. Midway on the turn now. Stan the Man in between horses. Vino Rosso on the outside. California Night down at the rail. And here comes Title Ready now to join the front runners. And Sunny Ridge follows that move. 3/4 in 1:10. The field is in the stretch. Here's Title Ready on the outside of Vino Rosso. It's Title Ready with the lead. Vino Rosso battles on with 1/8 of a mile to the finish. Vino Rosso coming back on the inside of Title Ready. It's Vino Rosso and Title Ready. And Vino Rosso is prevailing here in deep stretch. We haven't seen him since the Travers. He comes back to win the Stymie under Johnny Velasquez. Title Ready was second. Then a big break back to Shiver Me Timbers and Sunny Ridge.
They're off in the Gold Cup at Santa Anita. Higher Power comes out running. So does Blitzkrieg, who wants to lead and takes it. Mongolian Groom is just behind them. And Core Beliefs also up close. Gift Box in a little bit tight between rivals. Vino Rosso extreme outside. The distant early trailer is Lone Sailor. A contested battle by the stands the first time. Blitzkrieg by a head to Gift Box. Core Beliefs 3 wide. Vino Rosso has to go 4 wide into the turn. Higher Power has dropped off the pace now. He's 4 lengths off the lead. Another 4 to Mongolian Groom, and Lone Sailor has 10 to make up. Around the clubhouse turn they go, chasing Blitzkrieg, who leads it by about a length. Gift Box keeps him in his sights second, and Core Belief still 3 wide, with Vino Rosso outside of him. Higher Power is 5th, 6 lengths off the leader. Another 2.5 back to Mongolian Groom, who inches a little closer, and Lone Sailor's at the back. Heading to the half-mile pole in the Gold Cup at Santa Anita. Blitzkrieg is the leader by a length. Gift Box now inching closer, the margin down to a half. Vino Rosso is a length and a half off the lead and has to pick it up a touch as Mongolian Groom takes 4th. Core Beliefs losing some ground, passed by Higher Power, and 4 more to Lone Sailor. Gift Box makes his move now, takes the lead. Vino Rosso coming after him. These two squaring off with Blitzkrieg dropping back in 3rd. Then it's Mongolian Groom and Higher Power, Core Beliefs, Lone Sailor. Vino Rosso puts his neck in front at the top of the stretch. Gift Box will have to dig deep to keep off Vino Rosso, who comes to the 8th pole with the lead by a neck. Gift Box is back to 2nd. Then comes Higher Power in 3rd. They're coming to the 16th pole, and Vino Rosso edging away from Gift Box. He's coming into his own, and Vino Rosso at age 4 goes on to win the Gold Cup at Santa Anita. Second to Gift Box. Lone Sailor came from the clouds to finish 3rd in front of Mongolian Groom and Higher Power.
They're all in line. They're off in the Jockey Club Gold Cup. And Tacitus comes out running from his inside stall. Vino Rosso goes with him, and Vino Rosso to the early lead. Tacitus is going right with him, though, on the inside. And it's these two ahead of Preservationist. Then Olympic Village and Code of Honor taking his spot at the rear of the field as Tacitus is now taken back to let Vino Rosso set the pace onto the backstretch. Tacitus has been guided now to the outside by Jose Ortiz, and Preservationist is now coming up on their outside to make it 3 together after a 24:02 quarter. And Code of Honor is up running in 4th right now. He's 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then Olympic Village at the back of the pack. So up the backstretch they go, and it is Vino Rosso in front as Tacitus has been guided to the outside, and now these two are stride for stride on the lead. Rod Ortiz with Vino Rosso, Jose Ortiz and Tacitus. Head and head up the backstretch. Preservationist is just off them. 2 lengths off the lead. Then the Travers winner, Code of Honor. He's got 3.5 lengths to make up at this stage. Olympic Village trails through a 47.73 half mile. They continue up the backstretch. Vino Rosso, the leader, a half a length. Tacitus on the outside is second. Preservationist is side by side with Code of Honor. And these two are 2 lengths from the pace setters. And Olympic Village is the trailer as they round the far turn, 3/4, 111.63. It is Vino Rosso and Tacitus, and nothing separates these two as they make their way around the far turn, and Code of Honor is only a length and a half behind them. Junior Alvarado asking more from Preservationist now. He's fourth as Code of Honor now swings up on the outside, and Vino Rosso's in front at the top of the stretch. Code of Honor makes his move on the outside. Tacitus fights on between those two. Preservationist is fourth as Code of Honor and Vino Rosso come stride for stride into the final 16th. It is Code of Honor on the outside. Vino Rosso, dead game at the rail. These two will decide a thrilling Jockey Club Gold Cup, and it is very close. It looked like Vino Rosso has edged out Code of Honor on the wire, and then it was Tacitus and Preservationist. It's a photo finish in the Jockey Club Gold Cup. The final time was 2 minutes. There's just one left to load, and it is Code of Honor who's coming up to the outside stall. They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. It was a good start for McKenzie, and War of Will goes out to the early lead. Seeking the Soul is close up on the inside. And now he's going to take back, and McKenzie and Mongolian Groom are going up, and Vino Rosso is on the far outside. They're followed by Owendale and Elate. Farther out, it is Higher Power. Then a break of another 4 back to Code of Honor on the outside of Yoshida. Math Wizard is the trailer. So the opening quarter mile was 23.09 seconds, and they make their way into the clubhouse turn with the Preakness winner in front. War of Will has opened up a 2.5 length early lead, with McKenzie and Mongolian Groom heads apart second and third, and they're getting closer now, and McKenzie is sent through an opening on the inside. Oh, he's not going to get through there, and he had to take up as they head to the backstretch. Vino Rosso is fourth on the outside, and then it's Owendale in fifth. The half mile was 47.16 seconds. It's a reasonable pace onto the backstretch. Then it's Higher Power, Seeking the Soul. Code of Honor is alongside of Elite, and they're 10 lengths behind right now. Then Yoshida and Math Wizard is the trailer as they head up the backstretch at Santa Anita in the Breeders' Cup Classic, with War of Will the leader, on top by a length and a half. And then it's McKenzie on the inside, alongside of Mongolian Groom, and McKenzie's going to come after War of Will now. He's got his run, and McKenzie has taken the lead. McKenzie takes over. Mongolian Groom goes with him. War of Will is faded to third. Vino Rosso begins to rev it up from fourth on the outside, and he's storming toward the front runners now. Code of Honor is next, and Higher Power is closing on the outside. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and it is McKenzie off the turn in front. Vino Rosso comes up to him as they arrive at the 8th pole. McKenzie digs down. Vino Rosso alongside. These two at the 16th pole. Vino Rosso has taken the lead, and it's a vintage performance by Vino Rosso in the Breeders' Cup Classic. McKenzie was second.
Of War of Will at one point early backstretch. That didn't work. He hit the gas pedal pretty early.